Hey guys, this is Thomas and I have another game development update for you. I've worked on a bunch of things recently, including redoing my player class for my project. I've also done some artwork for the village level. I've added a new entity into that level that you'll see at the end of the video. And I've been working really hard to try and finish up this first stage so that I can get to some of the other ones and do some more gameplay improvements that I wanted to do. You know, when you're doing a game all by yourself, art, programming, and everything else, it's just a heck of a lot of work. So I'm going as fast as I can. So thanks for watching the video and keeping up, and I hope you like what you see. Thanks. Okay, so we're here in Photoshop, and I'm doing some pixel art. The original background I had in the game, you might remember, was a single screen with mountains in the background and snow and these crappy looking huts in the back. And I've since expanded it to look it'll have a side-scrolling, more interesting stages in the game. So I'm starting with the village stage, and I've already got some stuff in here which you've probably seen if you watched the last video. It's this dirt, the fences, the gardens in the back, the trees, the hills, the sky, the clouds, and all of that. So one thing I wanted to do was add a house, and you can see that's what I'm doing now. I've got the door with the little flowers and vines around it, and the stucco or paint or whatever the hell that's called, and I'm just hiding and showing my barbarian layer so I can see the scale of everything as I fill in this roof. But I make a template and I do all my art by just making these different layers and saving and exporting them when I think everything looks good. This is the image I'm using as the basis for the house that I'm drawing. I just tried to find some images of, you know, medieval looking houses and go with it. I mean, this is developer art and I'm not a natural artist, I don't think, but I'm doing the best I can, so I'm just trying to take inspiration from some images that I'm finding and handcraft this shit one pixel at a time, and it's coming together. It might not be amazing, but it's pretty good, so I'm pleased so far. I also keep a blog on Tumblr where I occasionally post about what I'm doing with my game development, and this is more in-depth than the things I'll put on Twitter. On Twitter I'll just do an everyday update about whatever I worked on that day. On Tumblr, I put a more in-depth article every week or 2 weeks or something like that. So this article is about some tips in response to a question I got on YouTube about how should I get started in game development. So I wanted to share my thoughts on that and explain what's worked for me and what hasn't, and try to put it out there for people so that it'll be useful to people who are trying to get started with game development. And I think there's some good tips for people of any skill level. Not that I'm an expert, but again, I found things that have worked for me, and hopefully you'll get something out of that. So you can go ahead and check that out too. Now here we are running Barbarian Battle Quest, and this is the art that I already have in the game for the village level. Those houses and things, of course, aren't done yet, so they're not here yet. This week I redid the entire file that controls how the player works, because it was kind of a jumble. It was one of the earlier things that I did. Now it supports a lot of custom actions, and let me show you what I mean by custom actions. I can summon these chickens on the screen. These guys are new, and in Barbarian Battle Quest you won't just have a regular life bar or hearts or anything like that. You're going to have a rage meter, and rage determines how well you fight. Now you'll lose it by getting hit and performing poorly, but you'll get it back by doing things that build rage. And here's an example. I can punt these little guys across the screen and they go flying, and it beats the hell out of picking up health potions or any nonsense like that. So that mechanic is a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of things like slimes that you step on and squish, and pots you break, and just different things that you do for no particular reason, but they gain you back rage and they're really enjoyable. So this kick is an example of a custom action. The game just has the dodge button and the attack button, and the attack button will override to perform a kick when you're standing next to a chicken. So, and that's going to be the same for a variety of other actions to use the rage meter, and for certain finishing moves, like in Gears of War, you know, you shoot a locust, they go down in the ground sometimes. Instead of just dying, you can run over and finish them, and I'm going to have finishing type moves and special things like that. So I want to have simple controls that have depth built into them to make sure you really have a lot of fun when you're playing Barbarian Battle Quest. So that's what I've done here, and I'm concentrating on just doing what I can to finish this one level and then branching out from there. Okay, so those are the updates I have for you. I hope you like them. Make sure you keep in touch via Twitter and stuff, because I update every day and I love keeping in touch with other game development people. So hope to see you there. So hope you guys liked what you saw. I've been working really hard to keep the updates going and to really work and do everything I can for my game. So thank you for keeping in touch and checking out my latest video. So I hope to see you on Twitter, and hope you leave some positive and encouraging comments like usual. So thanks for watching.